You've been living with your dog for years. You feed them. You take them out. You let them rest beside you on the couch. But what if I told you there are 7 things your dog truly longs for? Things most owners have never actually given. Not because they don't love their dog, because no one ever explained what really matters. And here's the part that hits hard. When those needs are ignored for too long, your dog slowly stops asking. They don't turn difficult. They turn silent. And a silent dog whose needs were never understood. That isn't a peaceful dog. That's a dog that stopped believing you'd ever understand. Stick with me, because by the time we reach number 7, you'll start seeing your dog in a way most people never will. Not even close. Every single one of these costs nothing. Every single one takes minutes, not hours. And every single one, the second you begin, your dog will feel the change before you're even done. Stay focused, because number 4 is the one that changes everything. And almost no one ever does it. Let's get into it. 1. Think about the last time you reached out to pet your dog. Where did your hand land? Right on top of the head? Maybe along the back? A quick rub behind the ears, and then you stopped. It felt like you were showing affection. It looked like it too. But here's the truth most people never hear. For many dogs, that kind of touch is something they simply accept. And accepting is not the same as enjoying. There's a huge difference between a dog that allows it and a dog that completely relaxes into it. And if you've never seen that second reaction, you may not even realize it exists. Here's what research actually shows. Dogs have certain areas on their bodies where touch creates a deep calming effect. Around the base of the ears, across the chest, just under the neck, along the sides of the neck, and near the base of the tail. These spots aren't random. They're linked to sensitive nerve clusters that respond to slow, gentle pressure by activating the calming side of the nervous system. Your dog doesn't just feel good. Their entire body shifts into a state of safety and relaxation. One study published in Physiology and Behavior showed that when dogs were stroked in these areas, their cortisol levels dropped. Their heart rate slowed down. They leaned closer. They didn't want to move away. Now, compare that to the top of the head, one of the least preferred places for many dogs. Most of them will slightly pull back when a hand comes down toward their head. Yet that's exactly where almost everyone reaches first. So here's something simple to try tonight. Sit down next to your dog. Start at the neck. Move your hand slowly in small circles. Then just watch their eyes, their posture, their breathing. You'll notice it quickly, because when you find the right spot with the right pressure, their whole expression changes. The eyes soften, the jaw relaxes, the body lets go. That's not just a pleasant reaction. That's oxytocin, the same hormone tied to deep emotional bonding. You're not just touching your dog. You're creating a connection on a biological level that goes far beyond treats or toys. Keep watching, because number 4 is the one that surprises almost everyone. Two, let me ask you this. When was the last time your dog got to truly pause and explore a scent? Not a quick second before you pull the leash. I mean, really stop, nose to the ground, taking it in for as long as they need it. If nothing comes to mind, there's a good chance you're making one of the most common and harmful mistakes dog owners make without realizing it. Here's how most people see a walk. Exercise, move the dog, burn energy, get home in 20 minutes. But for your dog, a walk isn't mainly physical. It's mental. Your dog's nose has around 300 million scent receptors. You have about 6 million. The part of their brain dedicated to smell is roughly 40 times larger than yours. So when your dog stops at a pole or a patch of grass and starts sniffing, they're not wasting time. They're gathering information. Who was here? How long ago? What condition they were in? What they were feeling? It's their version of reading the news. And when you rush them, when you pull them past every interesting smell, you're cutting off their main way of understanding the world. Over and over again, every single day. A study from the University of Bristol showed that dogs given more freedom to sniff on walks displayed far fewer stress-related behaviors at home. Less pacing, less barking, less destruction. Not because they walked farther, but because they sniffed more. So here's the shift. Once or twice a week, take a decompression walk. Let your dog lead. Let them stop wherever they want, for as long as they want. No plan, no ruse, loose leash, no pressure. What happens after will surprise you. A dog that seemed restless comes home calm, balanced, ready to relax. Not because they're tired, because they're fulfilled. There's a difference, and once you see it, you won't ignore it again. Three, have you ever called your dog's name and they just ignored you? Not because they didn't hear you, not because they're stubborn, because in that moment, what you said didn't mean anything to them. Most people assume dogs understand language the way we do, but that's not how their brain works. Researchers at Yavuz-Laran University in Hungary scanned dogs' brains while they listened to human speech. What they discovered was remarkable. Dogs process both your tone and your words, and they use different parts of the brain for each. The right side reads emotion. The left side processes meaning. And here's what matters most. The reward system only activates when both match. Positive words in a flat tone, nothing. Neutral words with excitement, nothing. But real praise, spoken with genuine warmth, that lights up the brain's reward center immediately. So when you say good boy while distracted, scrolling your phone, using a dull tone, your dog gets conflicting signals. The word says one thing, the tone says another. The result? Confusion or complete disconnection. The solution isn't more talking. It's being present when you speak. Short words, real warmth, eye contact, a tone that actually reflects how you feel. Think about someone texting sounds great with no emotion versus saying it to your face with a smile. You feel it instantly. Your dog feels it too, even more strongly. And the best part? It's completely free. Takes no extra time. And almost no one ever thinks about it. Four, quick question. When was the last time your dog had to earn their food? Not a long training session, not anything complicated, just something, anything, that made them think or search before eating. If the answer is never, or you're not sure, you might be missing one of the most powerful tools you have. Here's the truth. Dogs were built to work. Retrievers, hounds, shepherds, terriers. Every breed was shaped to perform tasks alongside humans. Hunt, track, guard, solve problems. Their brains are wired for it. A bowl of food on the floor doesn't engage any of that. When your dog eats from a bowl, it's over in less than a minute. No effort, no stimulation, no sense of earning it. A study in applied animal cognition found that dogs showed much stronger positive emotional responses when they had to work for food. More engagement, more satisfaction, more calm afterward. Not just tired, fulfilled. And here's what most people miss. When you create that challenge, when you hide the food, scatter it, set it up, you become part of that experience. Your dog doesn't just associate food with being full. They associate you with the best feeling in their day. You don't need to buy anything. Start tonight. Scatter kibble in the grass. Roll in a towel. Hide it around the house and let them find it. Try it once and watch how your dog looks at you after. That's not just satisfaction. That's trust at a deeper, instinctive level. And now the final three, starting with the one I told you about. The one so simple it almost sounds too easy. Stay with me. 5, 6, 7. The last 3. Let's start with 5. Next time you're at home with your dog, try this. Not after a walk, not during play, not when they're asking for attention. Just a quiet moment. Stand up, put your phone away, and sit on the floor. Don't call them. Don't reach out. Don't offer anything. Just sit. It sounds too simple to matter. But what happens next, if you give it time, will show you something real. Think about your dog's perspective. You are huge. Everyone in their world is huge. You move above them. Your hands come from above. In animal language, that means pressure, control, dominance. Your dog accepts it because they trust you, but they almost never experience you as an equal presence. Just there, at their level, asking nothing. When you sit on the floor, something shifts. They notice. Maybe they glance over. Maybe they pause. And if you stay still, they'll come. Slowly, calmly, by choice. They might rest their head near you, or just lie down close by. That moment, choosing to approach you freely, is one of the most honest signals a dog can give. Research shows that dogs who regularly experience calm, pressure-free presence with their owners develop stronger attachment, lower anxiety, and more confidence. Not through training, through connection. 6. Give them choices, even small ones. Which direction to walk, which toy to pick, where to settle. Dogs have very little control in their lives. Even small choices reduce stress and build confidence. It tells them they matter. 7. Let them sleep. Dogs need 12 to 14 hours of rest daily to regulate emotions properly. Many are constantly interrupted without anyone realizing it. So the last one is the simplest. If your dog is sleeping, let them rest. Protect it. Now, put all 7 together. Touch them where it matters. Let them explore the world through scent. Speak with intention. Make them engage for their food. Sit with them. Give them choice. Protect their rest. None of this costs anything. None takes much time. But together, they create something most owners chase for years without understanding it. They call a bond, but it's actually trust. And your dog has been ready to give it to you since day one. That's what people miss. Your dog isn't waiting for you to change your life, or buy something, or become perfect. They're waiting for you to meet them halfway, where it matters to them, with the presence they've been asking for all along. Dogs who never get these things don't become difficult. They become quiet. They stop asking. And that's the version of your dog you never want to see. But you're here. So start tonight. Not all 7, just 1. Sit on the floor. Touch their neck instead of their head. Scatter food in the grass. Speak with real warmth. Pick one and watch their face. That's trust forming in real time. And it was always there. Now think about all of it together. The right touch, walks that engage the mind, a voice they truly understand, food that becomes an experience, presence without pressure, the power of choice, and uninterrupted rest. None of it costs money. None of it takes long. But together, It creates something most dog owners spend years searching for without knowing what they're missing. We call a bond, but what it really is trust. And here's what matters most. Your dog has been ready to give you that trust since the very first day. They were ready immediately. The only question is, were you ready to meet them where they actually live? In the touch, the slow walk, the tone, the search, the floor, the choice, the rest. That's their world. That's where trust is built. Go meet them there. And if this changed how you see your dog, share it with someone who cares about theirs. And follow Dr. Buddy for more, because understanding your dog might be the most important thing you ever do for them.